Welcome back, guys, to Trails into Reverie, where last episode, the SSS fought their way to the top of Orchis Tower to attempt to talk around the IDF forces occupying Crossbell. However, they could not get through to the soldiers who had already crossed the line long ago, as they called forth a giant archaism, Asmodine, to face us. Defeating our foes and bringing them into custody, Crossbell's freedom is secured once again, with the prologue ending in mysterious circumstances as Project Babel begins. March 15th.
Ladies and gentlemen, our day in the sun has finally arrived. And I, Grace Lynn of the Crossbell Times, am here to make sure you don't miss a moment of this monumental occasion. At 2 p.m. today, the signing ceremony for Crossbell's independence will take place in this very spot. What you are about to witness is going to be historic not just for Crossbell, but for this whole continent. Let's get some live reactions from folks on the street.
To tell you the truth, I never dreamed we would achieve independence again quite like this. It's been 2 years since we came under Erebonian control. 2 years that dragged on, yet flew by at the same time. I struggle to describe just how moved I am when I acknowledge that we are about to finally achieve our long-cherished desire. Now, if everyone would join me. 3 cheers for Crossbell!
Nervous is the short answer. We're all really busy trying to ensure everything goes ahead smoothly. It's incredible to think that everything we fought for is about to pay off. But I can't imagine we would have gotten this far if not for the efforts of the Special Support Section. As a fellow police officer, I'm beyond proud of them for all they've done for us.
Yeah! The SSS are awesome!
You guys are Crossbell's heroes!
Look, Speaker McDowell has arrived on the scene. Mr. Speaker, could you please tell us how you're feeling with the ceremony about to begin? I'd love to hear about the relationship between your beautiful secretary and the leader of the SSS while you're at it.
Grace?
Not you again. The Speaker is a busy man, you know.
Now, I see no harm in giving her a little of my time. Crossbell can only take this momentous step forward thanks to the help of all who live here and our many neighbors. As both a government official and as a fellow citizen of this great state, I am deeply grateful to all who supported us. I hope that you will continue to watch over us as we walk toward our new future hand in hand.
The day is finally here, Guy. I know it took us a while, but peace in Crossbell is finally within reach. Though, this will probably be where the real hard work begins.
Hard's got nothing on us! So long as we're together, everything's gonna be easy breezy. You guys already put in 100%, and I plan on doing the same.
$110 is more like it, and you can always count on me for support. Watch over us, Guy, Lloyd, and all of Crossbell.
All right. I think it's time we got going. You and Kia both have things on the to-do list today, don't you?
That's right. I was thinking of checking in on Elia. It's only been a month since she finished rehab, and she's already got her engines running at full blast.
I'd be more worried if she wasn't doing that. But yeah, I'm meeting Shizuku at the guild.
Oh yeah. She's back home after evacuating to Reverie. Well, I'm on patrol before the signing ceremony begins, so I'll pop by to say hey when I'm close, okay?
That works for me. I'll see you in a bit.
Bye!
We'll finally be independent. Whatever work I have to put in to keep it that way will be worth every second. I'm here, now and always, as a detective and a proud member of the SSS.
Aha, there you are.
Lloyd!
Hey! So, Noel, Wazi, what brings you here?
I'm handling security detail. Hia was just here, right? I bumped into her at the signing ceremony site, and she said where she'd be going.
And I've only been dragged here because Archbishop Aralda will be present. This is all unusual, even by the church's standards. So they needed more bodies to make the arrangements less hectic.
Ah, come on. Don't act like you're just anyone.
Feels like it's been a whole lifetime since we've gotten a chance to talk, huh? But it's only been a month since the operation. We did meet up at the prince's wedding, but it got so busy after that we haven't had a chance to really sit down.
And all my running in and out of Arterias made me miss just being here. So, you know, it's nice to be home.
Hasn't been the same without you, Wazi. And seriously, way to go, Noel. Security detail for this is no small task.
Thanks. Couldn't manage it without you and the rest of the team, though.
Does that about cover your plans until the ceremony starts then? My end of the work is all but wrapped up, so I was just going to roam for a bit. Oh, I've got an idea, since you're on patrol duty anyway, Lloyd. What if we made the most of meeting up like this and scoped out the city together? That sounds great. As long as you know I'm on the job, we can't goof off or anything. I figured. It's going to be a nice little nostalgia bomb for me to do some SSS-related work. It'll serve as a nice change of pace for me, so why not? Alright then, let's hit the streets. My only planned stops are to see Kia and Cecile, but it would be nice if we could talk to Ellie, since I'm sure she's hard at work. Sure, now let's get moving. We can figure out where to go first along the way. You receive bonus items in tribute to the releases of Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, more to the point the PS5 way of getting your clear data bonuses across multiple systems. New clothing for Noel. You can set each character's costume and various attachments from the costume screen in the camp menu. If no costume has been selected, the character's outfits will change automatically over the course of the story. Oh, that sounds better for me. Outfits relevant to certain scenes, however, will take priority over equipped costumes. That is a thing. Let's patrol more of 3D Crossbell than ever before, I'm sure. Right then. Didn't expect it to dip from a voice cutscene straight away into a talking one. Got on it pretty fast. Here we go. Is this now... Do we get in the proper motions for a Trails game? Is the patrol now here? I feel like I barely got time to really give introduction or anything because of the way the cutscene started and the prologue with the weird ending. Yeah, it's Project Babel. Sure. Here lies Guy Banning's S1176. Yes, that auto thing isn't good in a not voice cutscene. It goes too fast for small and too long for long. It's like, what's going on with that? What's going on with that? We have Noel, we have Wazi. Interestingly, we have our guys are in reserve, so they're able to be called on if we need to. Do we necessarily need to be looking into customization at this point in time? Probably not. Though Spellcaster Wazi was always pretty good. You've got area of attack for Noel, after all. She never leaves. I gotta say, though, as well, seeing characters with 3D character models now instead of just the, the old ones in Crossbell and Sky, is quite a blast, because you've seen some throughout Trails of Cold Steel 4, of course, the Crossbell-wise, etc. But then you haven't seen others. Like the Mel Bracers of the branch, I'm pretty sure we didn't see before. Seeing him was like, oh yeah, they have nice clubs. Chief Sergey, glow up. Speaker McDowell, much younger in 3D model than he ever was in his little portrait.
Okay.
He's lost some years. He's had some Botox in his 3D upgrade. I want to talk to you. My husband passed away decades ago after being caught in the crossfires of war. Since then, I made it a point to come here and pray every single day. But I never thought I'd one day be able to deliver such wonderful news to him. The home he loved is going to regain his independence with a signing ceremony. I can picture him in heaven with that big, warm smile of his as we speak. Yes, we've got to check for double dialogue, etc. Or more to the point, we've got to go through here a lot and see if there's see if it's going to tell us where secrets and missables and all that are. So we've got to now work out the system of this game compared to the other games in the series. Lambs born under the bell, rest in peace. May the sun's golden rays illuminate your trail to the goddess's side. I wonder what ones we can exactly read. Yes, we still can. Tombstone is so weathered that it's become impossible to read its engraving. And so it should be that way, because if anyone starts later, the curiousness should be piqued. Send us backwards. That's the way it works. And of course, we have over here, Taya McLean. This is weird. 3D. Well, how you been, Lloyd? Doing good. Been a while, Quint. You were friends with Guy, weren't you? We were drinking buddies. Now the only hanging out we do is while I watch over the cemetery. But, wow, Lloyd, you're looking more and more like your brother by the day. Well, it's one thing to be like him on the outside, but it's another thing to be like him on the inside. Nothing wrong with having big shoes to fill in. Besides, I think you're doing a damn fine job living up to his image. Say, you've got his tolerance when it comes to drinking at all. The guy could really knock him back. Probably not. I'm more of a social drinker. I can have a few now and then, though. It's good enough in my book. Don't know if I ever told you this before, but my only regret's never being able to drink him under the table. I might be able to outdrink you, though, if you ever get a free night. How about you and me go out for a beer? Sure, I'd love that, sir. Just remember, I said I was a social drinker. I didn't say anything about being a lightweight. Ah, it sounds like a challenge if I've ever heard one. Sounds awfully fun. We're in. We are? The more the merrier. I love a good gathering. Guy and I used to drink till we saw the sun in my cabin. Some good times. I look forward to more of the same with you. I might be tempted to bring some of Guy's favourite for you to try. I'm certainly game for some. Yeah, at this rate, we may as well bring the rest of the SSS. Oh, then I'll bring Frang along too. Oh, we're not allowed into Old Man Quint's place, though. I stopped because I thought a loading zone was about to take place. What is with my brain?
Fancy running into you here, Father Wazi. And you brought a couple of friends in tow.
Oh, hey, Scarlet.
If I remember correctly, she's...
Indeed. As you can see, I've managed to sneak away from my duties long enough for a hot date with my boy toy here. We'll be patrolling the city, so I leave the rest of our work in your capable hands.
Can you not say things that'll confuse her? You're the squire who helped us in the operation, right? Thank you so much.
We didn't have much time for introductions then, did we? Still, I've heard plenty about you. They weren't kidding about how cute you are.
Scarlet?
I'm just messing with you. Catch you later.
Oh wow, that even made my heart skip a beat. I don't think I've ever met a sister with an eye patch before. Makes her look like she could hold her own in a fight. Yes. She's one of our newest squires, joined about the same time as Vold, as it happens. She used to be with a terrorist organization in the Empire, even crossed paths with Thor's old Class 7 if I recall. Still, she's got a great head on her shoulders. Talk about a complete 180. And again, I'm not sure what's harder, working with terrorists or working under you. She seems to be enjoying her work quite a bit, I'll have you know. Now then, with my remaining work delegated, why don't we continue with the city? Oh, roger that. Your current story objective is always displayed. Navigation. Patrol around Crossbell. Exactly what we do. This allows you to view the area's topography as well as your locations of enemies. It's more about seeing special things. You can open the notebook by pressing the right side of the PS5 pad while in the field or on the main screen of the camp menu. The main notebook allows you to read a summary of the story thus far, check the navigation log, and other such convenient features. The character tab lets you read profiles and additional information on certain characters you have met. The notebook will automatically record information on a variety of subjects, and more tabs will be unlocked as the game progresses. I was always quite fond of Scarlet, wasn't I? I always went to make sure I checked up on her. Not fond in any way that you might go, oh, he's fond of Scarlet. It's just the story-wise things. Of course, one of my favourite emergent thing about the Trail series is literally the Growlsritter. Love him. Need to know more all the time. Then we've got Wazi Hemisphere here with, he's building up the greatest list of squires. Yeah, Lloyd, do you agree? Maybe he thinks I'm tweaking earnestly. He's got Scarlet and Vold. More a V than a W sound, that's for certain. Look at him getting the brunt, the muscle. The reprobates, the delinquents, I don't know how you'd put it. But he's the kind of boss that would work well for Scarlet, I'm pretty sure, obviously. There are a few things as shameless as flipping my skirt. Still haven't grown up that much then. Well, I guess they're growing up even more. You're supposed to be setting an example as one of the oldest in class too. Oh, now just which one of you is Tamil? Have you not worked out a system yet? Confess your misdeeds and I may just forgive you in the name of the goddess. I'm Hamil, he's Tamil. Stop messing around, Tamil. I'm Hamil, he's Tamil. So you're gonna keep feigning innocence, are you? Fine, if that's how you're to be. Come here, Tamil. It's time for your punishment. What? How do you know it was me? I knew you sniff out the culprit, Sister Juju. She has worked out a system finally. I can't believe it. Sister Juju knows how to tell us apart. I mean, I'm kind of happy about it, but how am I supposed to mess with her now? Me and Tamil are twins. We always get people turning heads. They try to figure out who's who, but we look super identical. Guess our eyes are kind of different some. The only ones who can tell us apart are our dad and Kia for some reason. I always figured that Sister Juju would figure it out one day, though. Yeah, but she kind of has to, doesn't she? Also, of course I don't have twins, and I haven't necessarily known and socialized with twins, identical of nature. Do you think it's a bit cruel to dress up identical twins in matching uniforms for, everyone, including them? I don't know. Maybe identical twins well, they probably do. It's be case-by-case basis, right? But I'd have thought you'd be, begging for your individuality. I don't know. Tamil and Hamil are complete opposites, even though they're identical twins. But it's when they decide to act like each other that things get really hard. Most can't tell who's who at all. I can, though. It took me a while, but even being identical wasn't enough to stop me from noticing some minute differences. You better watch out, Tamil. It's game over for you. I mean, it was credits for us. Time for your punishment not too long ago. Alright, Crossbell Cathedral Parsonage can still not be entered. I should leave those in prayer be, unless the reason invites us in. The signing ceremony has brought in many a foreign worshipper today. While I'm pleased to see the cathedral is bustling, it does put a bit of a strain on me as the one in charge of security. I'm sure a member of the Growlsritter being here isn't making your job any easier. You have my apologies. Nonsense, I know the Archbishop has his own feelings on the matter, but I welcome you wholeheartedly. I only ask that you keep vigilant as the signing ceremony approaches. But of course. The signing ceremony has brought in many a foreign worshipper today. I'm sure it's as bustling in the city as it is here. I ask that you keep vigilant as the signing ceremony approaches. I wonder how long patrols are going to be in 3D without fast mode. Hey. We have sprint. I guess. We've got an extra table now. Sister Reese was kind enough to write a letter to the cathedral recently. She apologized for being unable to make it to the signing ceremony, but congratulated Crossbell on regaining its independence. How kind of her to reach out to us again. It was good hearing from her. Yeah, where's Kevin? Boo. More Growlsritter presents, please. I mean, that's a bit too much to ask, considering we've We've got our own Grausritter at home. Hello everyone, you seem to be working as hard as ever. I must say, Lloyd, you're looking more rugged since the last time I saw you. You're hardly the same boy I once knew. Thanks I guess, I'll take your word for it. Alright, this sister is the one who taught you and Ellie when you were in Sunday school, isn't she? I'm a little envious how close you still are, even after all this time. Yeah, but it is a little embarrassing to still be doting on after so long. Anyway, how are you doing, Sister Marble? Has everything been well at the Cathedral? Why yes, things have been quite peaceful here over the last month. Many of the children from the former downtown district have taken a liking to attending class at the Cathedral. Kia seems to be loving just how many new classmates she has. Yeah, she was telling us all about it earlier. I plan to have the kids listen in on the signing ceremony later during class. Wish I could be there to see it myself, but that's okay. I'm sure you and everyone else taking part will do a wonderful job. Thanks, Sister Marble. Just know we couldn't have made it this far without people like you guiding us on our way. So good to see you back and working as hard as ever. You must be so busy today getting ready for the ceremony. Best of luck, I'm sure you'll do great. Class is in session for only 2 kids today. Is this like some kind of catch-up? Going to Sunday school used to be nothing but a pain in the butt. It's not so bad anymore now that our neighborhood's been turned into the Uptown district. Guess that just goes to show how much times have changed. Me and my old man are doing pretty well for ourselves now. What fun! Yeah, times sure have changed. Me and my old man are doing pretty well for ourselves. We need to go to the Uptown district stat. Van's dad used to be a real drunk. He'd drink any time, day or night. Van said he started to change after he got drafted for the war, though. He stopped drinking and even got a job after that. Then he started insisting that Van go back to Sunday school. He even took me in and cared for me like I was part of the family. He's kind of a strange guy, but not in a bad way. Van has grown up a lot too, you know. He's not the same kid who just wanted to dump frogs in the gutters all day anymore. I'll soon begin giving Sunday school lessons to the children in the newly renovated Uptown district. Many residents living there until recently were from the Imperial Army, meaning there were much fewer children in the district. Van and Ruse were originally from there, back when it was still known as the Downtown district. Back then, neither the students nor their parents would agree to come here for class, so I went to them instead. Things have changed since then, and now they're all attending regular Sunday school, thankfully. It's a delightful change of pace. There was another student from the downtown district besides Van and Ruse, a young boy named Cannon. He also attends class here sometimes while also holding a part-time job at Michelin Wonderland. The downtown district children have suffered so much in their lifetimes. It's admirable how resilient they are. Cannon. His future, his beloved future, his wanted future as janitor, after all. Seems to be that way. Professional cleaning service. We always make a point to visit the local churches whenever we go on a trip. Part of it is just to pray to the goddess for safe travel, sure, but I also like taking in the atmosphere of every different church. He loves the atmosphere. Tourists don't have double dialogue. Am I seeing things, or did I just see a sister wearing an eye patch walk by? I didn't want to be rude and stare, but my jaw almost dropped. She looked like a real badass. Yes, Scarlet is a force of nature, maybe. Cat tricked you. The Cathedral will be holding a special mass in conjunction with the signing ceremony. I'm so excited that I decided to come here early, even though it won't be starting anytime soon. So that's the first thing I'd say about game design-wise. I think we should be able to speak to people from, like, this distance on the basis of it feels incredibly uncomfortable doing this to people. Hello, my knee is touching your knee. Can we talk? It makes me feel awkward. How nice of you all to visit. Here for a friendly chat? Something like that. We were a little curious. Wazi Hemisphere, welcome back. I see you've left the event arrangements in the hands of your squires. I hope that doesn't mean you intend to neglect your duties while in Crossbell. Have a little more faith in me. The Congregation for the Sacraments tasked me with verifying the state of things now that the Great Twilight has passed. The details of that investigation are on a need-to-know basis and, well, you know the drill. Wazi, could you have said that a little more courteously? Man, that sure is an attitude to take with the Archbishop of all people. I mind not. I've accepted there are some workings of the goddess that only the Grausritter are meant to understand. Allowing you back to Crossbell was a decision based on preventative action. However, that doesn't excuse those from the congregation who would do inhumane things in the name of keeping secrecy. They even appear open to accepting common street punks into their ranks. That last one felt pointed. Oh, you wound me, Archbishop. Though if anyone on our little motley crew is a troublemaker, it's me. I did have a little oopsie a few weeks ago that Vol got on my case for. I can vouch for that. You're a real headache to look after. But I'm not worried about today with Second Lieutenant Seeker babysitting you. You'd better not cause her any trouble, am I understood? I can't even imagine what it must be like to work under him. Abbas, Vol, Scarlet, each one of them are saints. Wow. They get the glow up just because they're with Wazi. It's a bit mean on Wazi. I'm well aware this day has only come for Crossbell due to the SSS's efforts, combined with the Girls' Ritter's assistance. Even I recognize your team's achievements. However, don't become complacent and think you have no more room to grow, understood? Loud and clear. Thanks for the warm welcome, Archbishop. Here's to a fresh start, a much healthier relationship between us, huh? I'll consider it so long as you don't flout your duties. I'll fill you in on what the Arterian higher-up said and the agenda for the signing ceremony later. Just have fun with your friends for now. A little leisure time never hurt anybody. It's the weirdest relationship. Girls, Ritter and Squires, isn't it? Babysitters and guys with stigmas. An actual loading zone. Miracles. I guess I didn't check with the map in there, did I? Well, we are in the nice PS5 times now, so loading zones shouldn't be very long at all. Sounds like Wazi is more of a troublemaker than Kevin. I somehow feel that Kevin mellowed since third. He came to terms with a lot, didn't he? Completely recognizable music everywhere. Now, I'm taking it we can't go this way.
No reason to go up this way toward mines.
You don't need to go far in for monsters, though. A ton have been spotted along here recently, so keep an eye out.
We can go further in than I thought we could. I thought it was going to stop me.
Will do. We wouldn't want to spoil the big day with a few careless injuries now, would we?
I'm going in.
Probably not.
Stay right there!
Here's our shot!
Blooming rocket launcher time. What orders do we have? Assault Guardian is 2 BP, increases damage dealt and decreases damage taken in a strategic formation. 60% damage reduction for 8 turns, Strength M for 2 turns. That's pretty good. And Testament Cross is ATS up M for 2 turns, cast time minus 80% for 8 turns. Let's get to work, shall we? In terms of brake power, you are not the one.
Think you can dodge this? Septenary shot! Ah, how soothing this is.
Let's go!
That seems like a ridiculous ability.
Zero Breaker!
I'm going in.
Alright, we've got smart missiles with an area M+, or we've got electromagnetic net. I mean, they both deal damage. Smart missiles is more of a break.
You won't like this! Fire!
Come on, baby.
It's no longer slime time by the look of it. Do we have battle scopes? We do indeed.
Yeah.
A soft-bodied demon that forms a shell of rocks and soil, powers Earth arts with its own internal energy as the Petrodrome. Please do not petrify me.
Engaged. Battle complete. Nice job, all.
I like the swooping camera on the post that she's randomly doing in her hot pants. It's the camera work I like, not the pop pants. Just pointing that out. How far can we go down the road then? There's a curiosity as to how far I can get.
Stay right there.
Let's make this quick.
So that craft that we did restores allies HP CP based on damage dealt. power him up, get even more stuff. It's the dongs.
Let's go.
So many dongs. Dongs everywhere.
Raging hammer. Right. Zero breaker. Now.
Now! No problem.
No problem, you say.
Net set and launch! An opening!
There!
Is it my imagination, or is Noel's weapon set way greater? Way better in this kind of setup. Right, well, I don't seem to be able to probably break anyone anymore.
Yeah! Got you!
Let's continue with our craft fun times, because we need to kind of knock down one.
Fire!
Oh, Confuse is pretty good. We could have left that.
Right.
Because, of course, I want to get the scan here, and no one's probably going to have it, so it's all about them battle scouts, which we should buy more of whenever we can.
There!
An insectoid that dwells near cities. It dive bombs arts on foes, trembling with fighting spirit. It does. Oh my god, the description.
My turn.
I probably reacted the same way the first time I saw a dong.
Let's go. Hey!
Trembling with the anticipation of reading it.
Now!
It's over! That'll do it. I know my back's always covered when I'm working with you.
That's just how I operate.
Also, we get live U material in this game. What?
Fire! Ready to go.
Just the thing to note first of all.
Let's make this quick.
We are getting a lot of stuff very fast.
Break them! Raging hammer!
Think you can dodge this? Septenary shot! Ah, how soothing this is.
It's my turn.
It's really quite good, though, isn't it? Ray Smash can hit 3. I can't really hit anyone with 0 break from here. I can hit 3. I mean, it moves Lloyd's position.
Zero breaker!
I'm going in.
So it's probably good for some fair amount of follow-up here.
You won't like this. Fire! An opening.
It's been years since we played Modern Trails. But watching Noel rock out all this
My
weaponry
turn.
is pretty damn cool.
Right.
That petrified dong.
No problem.
It's stiff forever. I really should stop helping it along a little bit here.
Yeah. Battle complete. Nice job, all.
Don't look at me like that. I'm assuming... There we go. We probably shouldn't stray too far from the city. The ceremony's set to start soon. Good point. Better stick around here then. Well, we got our fighting in. There's no fishing, seemingly. But we got to test out some new crafts that we have. Ah, treasure chest. I see it in the distance. Ah, camera. Not inverted camera, no. We just have to feel like you get used to it a little bit. My wife plays with inverted camera on the right stick, up and down. Asked me to help her do a sand seal race on Breath of the Wild, and it was just like, yeah, I'm going to take this corner, I'm going to...